Hello. There are many reasons why some persons from time to time fail in court, particularly fail to prove their point of view. But one of them comes up rather often. We're talking about the so-called objective test. Uh, the situation, the the notion of it comes up when you bring to the court something that was mm, subjectively offensive to you. Something that you consider gaslighting, harassment, psychological violence, defamation, altogether, and your own rage, your emotion involvement, implication into all of that. Uh, that does not even allow you to think that it might be not as offensive as it is to you to somebody else, or at least if somebody else does not see it as offensive as you do, then it's somebody else's problem and it's not yours because you're suffering, psychological suffering, uh, the loss of joy of life. For you, it's real. And sometimes it works. But in many cases, in many situations, it doesn't. Because there is a so-called objective test, meaning what a reasonable person would do, would feel, would take as an injury, as a prejudice in the circumstances. And this fictional reasonable person, though in fact it's often the judge who is substituting like his perception of the situation. So in that sense, the test is not that much objective. It's not scientific. But the idea is that some imaginary, fictitious, reasonable person, law-abiding, like reasonably well-informed, not outraged, but having like adequate self-esteem, adequate self-control, adequate social standing, position, and everything, what that person would do, sometimes in the circumstances even is omitted. That sometimes when there was like not a lot of time, for example, to react, or where the circumstances are particular, like requiring some professional knowledge, for example, a certain level of health and stamina, something like that, or when the particular social environment was important, then it might be added in the circumstances. But again, even that is not often there. Sometimes it's simply what a reasonable person would do. Some time ago, it was even called like bon père de famille, like a good father of a family would do, something like that. Now it's a reasonable person. And if, however sincere you have taken your offense, it's not in the eyes of the judge what a reasonable person would do, generally or in the circumstances, then the whole sincerity of your perception of the situation would go not in your favor, but rather against you as a way of proving your injury. Therefore, whenever you think that the sense that you're right and everybody would understand it, feel it your way, is the only thing you can bring to the court, then maybe it's not enough. Thank you and have a nice day.